Today I am going to be doing a eyeshadow declutter. I did just do a big one not that long ago, so this one is going to be a little bit smaller, but if you want to see me declutter some of my eyeshadow palettes, then keep on watching. Just to mention a couple things before I get started, me and Ash usually do these videos together, but what I want to start doing is doing makeup videos by myself. It is a passion of mine. I love doing makeup. I love the idea of doing makeup videos, so I just wanted to try it out for fun. So I hope you like it. I am going to be creating a playlist so that if you're into the makeup videos, then you can go ahead and binge watch those. If you're into the couples kind of videos, then you can watch those in that playlist. If you would like to know what I'm wearing on my face, you can check the description. I will list everything that I use below. Also, one last thing, we are doing a giveaway for this video. It is a palette that we have that is an extra palette that I noticed during my declutter. So we thought what better than to give it away to one of you guys. So in the video, we will tell you what you need to do in order to enter the giveaway. So good luck. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, so for the first palette is the Morphe Kathleen Lights collab palette. Here it is right here. This one I got in March of 2017. It is definitely old. I've been keeping it because I love Kathleen Lights and I was having trouble really letting this one go. I didn't really use it too much. It was actually one of my first palettes of when I first started getting into makeup. So besides the fact it's one of my first palettes and Kathleen Lights, I love her so much, I really didn't want to let this go. But the reason I am able to let this go is that when I first started getting into makeup, I wasn't too sure where to buy my makeup, what websites I should be buying from, trying to check if the palettes are legit. And this one, I am not 100% sure it's legit. I did get it off of eBay, which I now know is a big no-no. And trying to look up videos about the dupe palettes, or not the dupe palettes, but the ones that are the fake ones, I couldn't tell whether this one was a fake or not. So I'm like, you know what, I'd rather let it go. I do have another Kathleen Lights collab palette from Colourpop, so I was okay with letting this one go. Okay, so the next palette I want to talk about is the Morphe 3502. Here it is right here. Looks like any other the Morphe palettes that are this size. This is what it looks like. As you can see, I broke one of the shades. I can't remember how I did it, but I did break one of the shades. I did get this one in January of 2018. I did use it quite a bit. Here you could kind of see it right there. This is my favorite shade from the palette. After kind of buying so many palettes over the years, I don't reach for this one as much anymore. And I have a lot of other palettes that have these basic shades for transition, and I was okay with letting it go. It's so hard to let any of my palettes go, especially if I like it. I do like this palette. I just know I have other ones that I like more that have shades that I can use instead of this one. So yeah. So the next palette I want to talk about is the Glam Light Pizza palette. Here it is right here. So pretty cool box, right? When I did hear about Glam Light and this pizza palette, it was from Jeffree Star. So I saw it, I'm like, I have to get it. It's a pretty cool concept. I'd never seen anything like it, so I went ahead and got it. And I did love it at the time. Let's go ahead and open it up and show you what it looks like. Pretty sure I got it in 2018 if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. So here goes the cover. Looks just like a pizza. Makes me hungry. And then here is the palette. So a couple things. I think that it is a good palette. It has good pigment. I just don't reach for it anymore. It is kind of a big palette, and I'm kind of going towards smaller palettes now just because it's easier to handle. Like I have the Morphe James Charles palette, the smaller one. When I had the bigger one, I really wasn't using it too much, but then I sold that one and I got the mini one gifted to me, and I use it so much more now. I'm not liking the big palettes anymore, but it doesn't mean that this is not a good palette. It's not for me, and I really wanted to keep it because this is how Ash, my fiance, got into Jeffree Star. And if you don't know the story, she proposed in front of Jeffree, so it was so hard to, it's really hard to let this go because it kind of started a chain of events, and yeah. I might still keep it. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Okay, so the next palette I'm going to talk about is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. This one right here. All right, let me show you the colors. So here we go. I think the colors are beautiful in this palette. I got it in October of 2019, and I probably used it once. I don't think I really liked how it performed. I have other shadows in my collection that just perform better, so I had no reason to keep this one. And I also have, it's not like out there shades where they're very unique, so I have other palettes that I can replace with this one. So it really wasn't anything that I reached for, and I really didn't think it was the best quality, so I'm letting it go. But I'm always super appreciative when I get gifted things. This is one of the things that I did get gifted, so it always is a struggle for me to let go of things that was gifted to me. And a lot of the palettes that I have now, half of them or even most of them were gifted to me, so it gets harder and harder to let things go because most of my collection is gifted. But I have to be realistic, what I have the space for, what I use, and just let it go. So the next palette I want to talk about is the 15D Day Slayer, which is from Morphe. Here is another nude palette. And as I mentioned before, I do have other nude palettes that I can use, or at least shades in a bunch of different palettes that I have that I can use. So I only reached for this once, and I think I touched just 2 shades. So I am definitely going to give this to a friend or one of my family members because it's practically untouched, and I don't just want to throw it away or anything. So I'm definitely going to gift this to one of my family or friends. I did get it in April 2019, and again, it is another gift, which it's just a struggle for me to give it away. But like I said, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So the last palette I want to talk about is the 25D Oh Boy palette. Guess from where? You got it right, from Morphe. And it's nothing against Morphe, at the beginning, I was getting a lot of Morphe palettes. I've been gifted a lot of Morphe palettes. You know, Morphe sometimes have those sales where it's like 50% off. So you're like, let me just stock up on these palettes. And then you're stocking up on a bunch of neutral palettes. So again, another neutral one. And as I mentioned before, I just have enough neutral palettes. So not only did I find one in my collection, but I found 2. So this one is slightly used. There's another one that is completely unused, and it's a neutral palette, so it really works for a lot of people. So we do want to give that palette away. So if you do want to participate in this giveaway, just make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe, and just put in the comments a rainbow, and then you will be entered, and I will be picking the winner in a week from now, and we will contact you. Just make sure to leave an email address so that we can reach out to you. So yeah, if I haven't said it, I did get it in April of 2019, the one that I did use, and I barely even touched it. So it's time to let this one go, along with all the other palettes. So that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a video. If there's any makeup videos that you would like to see, just put that below in the comments. That way I can start getting those going. I do have a few ideas for some videos coming, so be on the lookout for more videos. Also, don't forget to enter that giveaway if you would like that palette, and I will see you next time. Bye.